Hey guys, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're tackling a Spanish grammar topic that literally trips up almost every learner at some point.
Oh, for sure. But honestly, it's actually super logical once you spot the pattern. We're talking about verbs like gustar.
So here's our game plan. First up, we're going to break down the famous backwards sentence structure.
Right. Then we'll show you exactly how to use those indirect object pronouns without second-guessing yourself.
And finally, we'll apply this whole pattern to the entire family of feeling verbs. So what is the big hurdle with gustar? Well, think about English. We just say, I like pizza. Boom. I am the subject. I'm doing the liking.
Exactly. But in Spanish, gustar flips this whole thing on its head. Instead of I like pizza, the structure for me gusta la pizza is actually closer to pizza is pleasing to me. The thing being liked, the pizza, is literally the grammatical subject, and the person experiencing it, you become the indirect object. It is completely backwards.
And because of this flip, you've got to use indirect object pronouns to show who is actually experiencing the feeling. So that's your me, te, le, nos, os, and les.
Right, but here is the absolute most crucial rule. Since the thing you like is the subject, these Gustar-type verbs really only show up in two forms, singular or plural. So if you like one book, it's me gusta el libro. If you like a bunch of books, it's me gustan los libros. See? The verb only cares about the thing being liked, not the person.
And you know, gustar is definitely not a lone wolf here. It's got this whole family of verbs that use the exact same backward structure. But please don't try to memorize a giant alphabetical list of 16 verbs. That's exhausting. Instead, group them out loud by feeling. Oh, absolutely. Like you've got your positive reactions, your gustar, encantar, and fascinar.
Then the negative ones, stuff like molestar, to bother, disgustar, or chocar, and aburrir, to bore.
You've also got opinion verbs, right? Like importar, parecer, and caer bien or mal. And then finally, verbs for quantity or physical sensations. Things like faltar, to be lacking, quedar, doler, to hurt, and picar. They all follow the exact same rules, the whole shebang. Okay, let's look at a couple of classic mistakes we English speakers constantly make. First up, yo gusto la pizza.
Oof, yeah, no, definitely incorrect. Remember, gustar is not conjugated to match the person yo. It has to agree with the singular pizza. So the right way to say it is me gusta la pizza. The person is just the indirect object, me.
Okay, let's try another one. How about yo aburro en esa clase?
Nope. Honestly, scratch that. It doesn't work either. Remember, aburrir is in the gustar family. The class is the thing causing the boredom, so it is the subject. The correct sentence is me aburre esa clase. The class is doing the boring to you, so the verb follows that same backwards pattern.
So, to help you totally nail this on your next test, we've got two solid memory tricks. Trick number one, the backwards like. Whenever you're translating in your head, just reframe the English sentence. Don't think, I like the book. Train your brain to think, the book is pleasing to me. Love that. And trick number two, group the verbs by feeling. It is so much easier to remember this huge vocabulary list if you cluster them into positive, negative, opinion, or physical sensations, rather than trying to memorize them all A to Z. Let's actually see this in action across those different categories, just to show how wide-ranging this structure really is. For a positive reaction, nos encanta viajar juntos. We love traveling together. Notice how encanta is singular, because traveling, the verb, counts as singular.
Right. And for a negative one, me aburren las películas largas. Long movies bore me. You've got plural movies, so you need a plural verb. Makes sense.
Here's an opinion. Ese chico me cae muy bien. I really like that guy.
And a physical sensation. Me pica la piel por el sol. My skin itches from the sun.
Now let's bring this into the real world. Picture this. We're shoe shopping. ¿Qué le parecen estos zapatos?
Me gusta mucho y me quedan bien, pero me duelen un poco los pies con estos.
Okay, perfect acting. But seriously, stepping out of character for a sec, notice what just happened there. In one totally natural breath, we use gustar to like, quedar to fit, and doler to hurt. They all flowed together effortlessly because they share that exact same backward structure. All right, time for a quick mini practice to see what stuck. Complete this sentence for us. A mí, blank, me gusta el chocolate.
Take a second. Okay, if you said me, you're spot on. The indirect object pronoun has to match a me. And remember, the a me part is really just there to add emphasis or clarify. You still absolutely need that me.
Okay, try this one. Choose the correct form of the verb doler. Me blank los pies. Got it? The answer is duelen. Since the subject, los pies, or feet, is plural, the verb doler has to agree with it, so it becomes plural. All right, let's quickly recap the big takeaways. First, with all these verbs, the thing causing the reaction is always the subject.
Second, the verb agrees with that thing, which means it's usually just going to be in the singular or plural form.
Third, throwing in a plus a name only clarifies the pronoun, it does not replace it.
And finally, always, always group this verb family by feeling so you don't lose your mind trying to remember them.
Exactly. So armed with this backward structure, we've got a challenge for you. Next time you're in Spanish class, don't just talk about what you like. Try complaining about something that bothers you or hurts you using this exact pattern. Thanks for joining us for this explainer, guys. Catch you next time.